Mid-table battle, yeah. The joke. I don't know why I can't, I can't get it. Yeah. David Moyes.
Liverpool versus West Ham.
Yeah.
Uh, this is going to be a tough match. Yeah, Liverpool played. West Ham is playing in the Europa Conference League. Liverpool Thursday night. So I think this won't be one of those games where you expect teams to go after one another. The Liverpool fans will obviously expect because it's Anfield. Kyk, julle moet net check.
Mm,
We want no excuses. I think the best players, they were rested. They came on. Soboslai's, McAllister's. And they also only came on because Liverpool needed them to come on because it wasn't
mm,
such an easy game, like we said earlier. The teams that they play again are basically the best in their respective countries, wherever they're from, whether it's
mm,
Kazakhstan or Uzbekistan or Saudi Arabia. It doesn't matter. They're the best in that country. So you're playing yet again, once again, some of the best countries in Europe and obviously some of the best teams. So with that said, Liverpool, the game that they had up against Wolves was quite disappointing from a Liverpool
mm,
point of view. First off, they were all over the place. Um, Pedro Neto having or what's the guy's name? Joe Gomez for breakfast and supper in Lansda. So yeah, on another day the score could have been easily 3-0 or 3-1 in favour of
mm,
Wolves in that game. But luckily for Liverpool in the second half, halftime talk, Klopp tweaked a few stuff, made a couple of changes, tried to get hold of the game. At the end of the day, they grabbed the game by the scruff of the neck and they managed to get the 3 points. But
mm.
Wolves, like we also said, is one of those teams that soon they will win one of the big teams. I don't know if it's going to be United. They already faced United, so it has to be City, Arsenal, or Chelsea, or Wolves. But they will win one of the big teams the
Mm.
way they're
I
playing. And all of their players, they seem to be playing like the Wolves team that played under Nuno Santo when they were playing for one another. No one
mm,
trying to be like his own individual brilliance, but just all of them trying to click and play together as one unit. And
I
that's why they're
think
performing so good, I think.
this game, like the standouts for me in this Liverpool Wolves game was Bellegarde. That guy was to me he was amazing in that game. Everything he did came off. I know Neto stole the shine, like he seemed like he created the most, but to get the
Mm.
ball to Neto, this guy Bellegarde did everything. It was all. It isn't even a photo. That's how little everybody knows about him. You know that
Mm.
nobody even knows what he looks like. um, and
The
and
mystery
like
man.
I didn't watch the Europa League because I don't watch Europa League. I don't see it's a point in watching Europa League. So I don't know if
Uh.
McAllister played better. If McAllister played better because he was terrible. He was. It's like he was never. I know they played internationals and they came back, but my bro, he was giving the ball away. He was. I don't even know if he tried to get it back, but every time he got it, it's like his game plan was to give it to Pelagarde or to Lamina and say, try it, try it again. So it was like
Mm.
solid. He did nothing wrong in this match. But McAllister to me, like you spend so much money on this guy Endo, right? Gravenberch, I don't know why Liverpool supporters got excited for Gravenberch. He's not a holding midfielder. What you needed is an actual holding midfielder, not some weird Japanese guy that everybody claims to know. You know what I mean? You need a solid holding
Yeah.
midfielder. That's why you went for one because McAllister and Jones, they not it. But going back to the match against they're playing against West Ham. I think West Ham can win because if you look at the results, they pulled up a couple of big wins so far. Okay, they lost to City, which again wasn't the result doesn't reflect the match. It was closer than that.
Yeah. I
City
agree.
scored
I
towards
agree.
the end, And then that
And
was the first loss.
I also think that that's why I said this is going to be a difficult match for Liverpool because we know what Moyes is going to do at Anfield. You know, Moyes is
Mm.
going to go there. He's going to try and park the bus, but obviously try to hurt Liverpool on the counter and try to exploit certain
Mm.
weaknesses. You know, in the Liverpool defense, regardless of who's going to be playing. So obviously, you'll have Antonio will be there. Antonio will start, and Moyes will tell him, Kagi, you stay there, try and exploit
On those two,
Arnold's
yeah.
weaknesses, and just be there. We have
Is
Ward
Van
Prowse
Dijk
that
back?
will ping balls through. Van
Is Van
Dijk is
Dijk
back,
back?
yeah. Van
So Van
Dijk is
Dijk
back. Konate
and
is back.
Konate.
Yeah, the regular starters will be starting this game. They have no other injury concerns, so everyone is fully
Yeah,
fit. Trent had a hamstring, he's back. So yeah, that's why I said this is one of those games where Alvarez and then they have Kudus. What's the guy's name? Bowen that can hurt you on the counter.
oh, they got a
Ward
dangerous team
Ward
over
Prowse. So they
there.
showed it against City as well.
They
It's
have a
just that
solid
they were
dangerous
pushing
team.
and they were pushing and unfortunately they got hurt. You know, it's one of those things. It's Manchester City you're playing against the champions. Yeah, but
They've got a
um
dangerous team.
a very
Um,
dangerous squad,
they're
yeah.
gonna sit back like you said, get the ball
And
to
that's
Ward-Prowse is gonna bang it up for Bowen and Antonio. Bowen on Trent. Or does he play on the other side? Bowen, does he play
yeah
Bowen on the left so he can
on
take on
the
Trent? Because Trent won't be able to deal with Bowen. I know he usually plays on the right, but he can play on the
yeah.
left. But if they put Bowen on the left, it's going to be a headache. Kunati's going to be so
I
busy to
agree.
help. Because what's going to happen if they play Bowen on the left, right? And they get the ball out to Bowen and he takes Trent on. Kunati's going to have to start coming across to helping Trent, which leaves Antonio and Van Dijk one on one. Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean? You
yeah,
normally want your
true.
two defenders to be on the striker, just so they
Yes,
support. It's
yes.
always plus one. So then it's gonna be Antonio running at fucking Van Dijk the whole time, and then his prediction's gonna come true. They're gonna finish above you, and then you're gonna cry, and then you're gonna have to take out the post. I'm
Oh
amped for this
yeah,
game. But
Antonio.
Shoba's like, nah, he's Gerald part two. He's him.
Yeah, he's the
He's
he's
him.
the
I
real
like him.
deal, and
I
I
like him.
think this will be a better performance this time around from like you pointed out. McAllister was basically the weak link in the midfield versus
Mm,
Wolves, coming from that international break. You know, when you go play there in what's the country's name, Bolivia, you
mm,
suffer from altitude sickness, dizziness, and all of that, and that's
mm.
why fucking what's the guy's name Brighton's manager RDZ, he decided not to start with Estupinian because he knew, kyk die man is nog moeg. Hy lyk maar net reg in die training,
Mm.
but hy is nie reg om te haloop teen
Yeah,
people
yeah, yeah,
that didn't go on international breaks and stuff, you know.
yeah.
So, but that's just one of those things
Prediction?
that happens.
Prediction?
Prediction 2-1 to Liverpool.
Two
Liverpool, I
players.
don't think
Yeah.
two players.
No, no, you can carry on. Sorry, I interrupted you there.
Yeah. All I wanted to say was Liverpool hasn't been good defensively. I think we only kept like one or two clean sheets.
Mm,
One versus Villa, I think. Yeah. So that's why I think that, and Liverpool will be pushing at Anfield, trying to
mm,
have the ball most of the time, and that will leave them exposed on the counter. So I think if there's a goal to be scored from West Ham side, it will definitely be from a counter or a set
mm.
piece, James Ward-Prowse corner or a free kick maybe, and
Yeah.
Antonio header the ball in.